No argument. I know how much you all trust politicians. You must do. They're still around. They're still telling us a bunch of lies, both sides. And at all times we're taking it in, forgiving them, voting for them and telling them what terribly good people they are. Now our present Prime Minister, a fellow by the name of Scott Morrison, who for some unknown reason, maybe a retarded age somewhere along the line, likes to be known as ScoMo. Oh, give me strength. He's an adult. It's like on television. Those morning shows I was talking about. You've got a David, Davo, Jono, Gary, Gazza. When do these people grow up? Luckily my first name is actually Frank, although for many, many years I was known as Harry. Both of them you can't really muck around with very much, although some of my closer friends did find some very interesting nicknames. Now, back to politics. This new Prime Minister of ours a couple of years ago got up in Parliament and said, I have an idea. I am going to, if elected, do all possible to get the elderly out of their existing larger homes, get them to buy smaller homes so that the younger generation have somewhere to live. What? Is this fellow drinking something that's on the illicit market? He's going to try and get, and no doubt there will be persuasion, people like my wife and I, out of our house because it's not large, it's only a 3-bedroom and a few other bits and pieces, and go into a shed somewhere so that somebody can buy this one. That ain't going to happen. Plus, remember something. With all the, what's the stuff called, superannuation crashes, stock market crashes, many retirees lost all their money. All they have is the house. And they've had to go on the pension. Very similar case to ours. Now, if they sell their larger homes and go into a little dog box somewhere, they will still have a home, but they will have money in the bank. So their pension will be either reduced or taken away. Isn't that a great plan from our lovely Prime Minister, who I hope discovers that not all manhole covers are as secure as they look. Okay, enough of that for now. There was an important thing I was going to talk about relating to police revenue earning, but we'll put that aside for now. Something else that's been really nagging me for a couple of years now is the absolute diabolical customer service of the telecoms companies, those that bring us television, internet, Wi-Fi. Fine, as long as it works. When something stops working or goes a little bit doolally-tap, try getting somebody on the phone. And if you eventually do, of course, they're eating some sort of a curry meal in India or sweet and sour in Singapore, and nothing happens. Case in part, I won't call it the main one, I'll just say our main link has gone funny. Picture stretch. And for somebody like me, who likes to watch cricket, you can't see the scores. And in normal movies, you only get who's in the middle. You can't see what's going on outside. So, phoned up tech services, got somebody, which I assume is a very Indian accent, although we're not allowed to say that these days because we can be accused of racism. But anyway, she's the third person I've known with the name of Jenny, and they all sound totally different. But we went through 1,001 questions before she finally agreed that the box was defective and they would replace it, and it would not be at any cost to us because it was a replacement, not an upgrade. So a week later, a chap turns up. I'm away at the time. There's only my wife here. And he looks at it. He said, "Oh, I can fix that in a second. You don't need a new box. I'll get in there and I'll do this and do that." Remember, my wife is 76. And although more tech savvy than I am, was confused. So he finally closed his little box of tricks, said, "There you are, it's all fixed." And she actually asked the question, well, they were going to replace the box. "Oh, you don't want that to happen. They'll charge you $200 odd for that." And she said, but they said it was a replacement, not an upgrade. "Oh, they'll tell you that now, but in a month's time you'll find that will be sneaked onto the bill." And off he went. End result, it's not fixed. Pictures still out the side, all over the place. Luckily only on the main television. The others don't have Foxtel on them, except on, of course, the iPads, which doesn't make any difference, and which I use most of the time anyway. So I phoned and asked for somebody in tech services in Australia, and true to their word, they did put me through to somebody in tech services in Singapore, which was a bit tricky because I don't speak that funny dialect of Singaporese or whatever it's called. And they said, "Well, you have to put it in writing," which I did. I sent an email to the address that was given. Nothing. Never got a reply. Sent another one. Nothing. Never got a reply. Tried phoning again and said, "Please wait," which I did for about 25 minutes. As you can see, I'm not going anywhere. And finally, somebody came back and said, "We have been told this is in the system and it will be fixed." So it's another month or so now. Nothing has been. Now, I know this household isn't the same one, but why do we put up with it? Why do we let it happen? Call centres overseas? You're to blame. I'm to blame. We're all to blame because we let it happen, as with so many other things. Perhaps it's time to stop letting things like that happen. Warranties, guarantees, that all have little clauses to them that make it very hard to fight. We're the ones that have the power. Let's do something about it. Now, I promise next time to get back onto track, because there are a few things that also annoy a lot of other people, but I just wanted to get this one off my chest because I don't even know when I'll be able to upload this because our Wi-Fi's gone down. Has been for half a day now, multiple phone calls, and I have been told there is nothing wrong with Wi-Fi in this area. To contact the NBN, that's the National Broadband Network or whatever it is, that's just cost us $180 billion and doesn't work, brought on by politicians who wanted to say that we had the fastest Wi-Fi in the world. So maybe I'll get a bit back tomorrow or the next day, and then I'll put this up so that you can all say nasty things about me in comments and how ridiculous I am. I enjoy those. Have a good evening, and tomorrow look around. Maybe tell me a few things that annoy you, and we can all moan together. It's about all we can do, but at least it makes us feel better, doesn't it? Okay, see you later.